welcome to our channel. This is Spiritual Path English YouTube channel. Pazhaiyarai Someswarar Temple or Pazhaiyarai Vadathali is a Hindu temple dedicated to Someswara, a form of Shiva. It is located 6 kilometers from Kumbakonam, Tamilnadu, in India on the Kumbakonam Aavoor Road, 2 kilometers away from the Thenupuriswarar Temple at Patteeswaram and 3 kilometers from Darasuram. It is served by buses from Kumbakonam or mini buses from Darasuram. The bus stop is Cholan Maligai. The Darasuram railway station is located close to the temple. The temple is believed to be built during the Chola period and has several inscriptions dating back to the 8th to 9th century. The presiding deity, Someswara, has a cursory mention in the 7th century Tamil Seva canonical work, the Thevaram, written by Tamil saint poets known as the Nayanas and classified as Vaipusthalam. The temple has 3 daily rituals at various times from 7:30 am to 8 pm, and 3 yearly festivals on its calendar. The annual Brahmotsavam Prime Festival is attended by thousands of devotees. As per Hindu legend, Chandra, moon god, is believed to have worshipped Shiva in the place and Shiva appeared for him. As per another legend, Garuda, Vishnu's eagle vehicle, carried nectar to cure his mother and was intercepted by demons. 3 drops of nectar fell from his pot and they became the lingam, goddess, and a holy spring. Garuda took a holy dip in the spring and won the battle. The spring is called Jadayu Theertham. The city of Pazhayarai was one of the capital towns of the Chola Empire. The temple is a part of the series of temples built by Aditya Chola, 871-907 CA, along the banks of river Kaveri to commemorate his victory in the Thirupuram battle. The temple is revered by the verses of the 7th to 8th century saint poets Appar, Sambandar and Sundarar in Thevaram and classified as Padal Petrasthalam. This temple is in the center of the once famous Pazhaiyarai city, surrounded by Pazhaiyarai Vadathali in the north, Arametrali in the west and Thenthali in the south. This is the birthplace of Mangayar Karasiyar, a saint amongst the 63 Nayanmas. It is one of the shrines of the Vaipusthalams sung by Tamil Saivite Nayanas, Sambandar and Appar. The temple is counted as one of the temples built on the banks of river Kaveri. It is located on the banks of both Mudikondan River and Tirumalai River, tributaries of river Kaveri. The temple has a Gopuram gateway tower in dilapidated state. The Gopuram is believed to have been constructed during the later part of 12th-13th century by later Cholas. The second precinct has a 2-tiered Gopuram. The sanctum and the walls around the sanctum are built in granite and the structure houses the shrine of Someswara in the form of lingam, an iconic form of Shiva. There is a shrine for his consort Someswari and the Navagrahas. The scene of Ravana lifting Mount Kailash is carved in this temple. There is a sculpture of Narsimha, an avatar of Vishnu, believed to be made during the Chola period. The first of the 2 shows the fight between the 8-handed Narsimha and Hiranyakshipu. The other panel depicts the earlier scene where Prahlada prays and Narsimha emerges from a pillar. The other panel shows Narsimha tearing the insides of the demon thrown in his legs. The image of Ardhanareshwara is considered a sculptural masterpiece. The place was originally under the rule of Muttarayas, the feudatories of Pallava Empire, when it was called Avanaipuram. The place attained its fame when it came under the regime of the Cholas. There are a number of inscriptions from the Chola dynasty associating the importance capital during the regime of Sundara, Parantaka II 95770 CA. It retained its importance under the subsequent Chola kings, but when it switched hands to the Pandya dynasty, the place lost its importance. There are a number of temples associated with the place, with the major ones being Thenupuriswarar Temple, Patteeswaram, and Pazhaiyarai Vadathali, and Panchavan Madeviyar Pallipadai Temple, and Tirunadipura Vinnagaram and Sakthivaneshwar Temple. Geography and etymology. The historical village Pazhayarai is located around 7 kilometers (4.3 miles) from Kumbakonam, a town in Thanjavur district, in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. There are a lot of small villages inside the historical town of Pazhayarai: Tirunadipura Vinnagaram, Sathi Mutram, Patteeswaram with all their temples. There were 4 legendary temples, Vadathali, Keelthali, Metrali and Thenthali, across 4 sides of the city. The houses, Vidu, of the warriors, namely Arupadai Vidu, Pudhupadai Vidu, Manapadai Vidu and Pambai Padai Vidu. It is located on the banks of T. Patnam River, one of the tributaries of the river Kaveri. Pazhayarai was originally called Iratoli, meaning the land of 1,000 temples. Western scholars attribute different names to the place like Ariyatalli, Mudikonda Cholapuram and Pallayaru. The first literary mention of Pazhayarai is found in the 7th century Tamil Seva canonic literature Thevaram by Saint Sambandar. He mentions the Seva temple occupied by Jains, which was cleared to be opened for Shiva worshippers under the influence of the saint on the ruling Muttariyar king. The saint went on to visit the Merali or the Western Temple and the Thenupuriswarar Temple, Patteeswaram. Amaranithi Nenar, one of the 63 Nayanmars, is believed to have progressed in the village. The place is also called Nandipuram, following the Pallava king of 7th century, who is believed to have built the Nathan Kovil in the place. The place came to be known as Avaninarayanpuram after the advent of Nandivarman III, 846 to 869, the Chola king Virarajendra Chola, 1063 to 1070. Nathan Kovil, also called Tirunadipura Vinnagaram Temple, dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, is glorified in the Divya Prabandha, the early medieval Tamil canon of the Ashva saints from the 6th–9th centuries AD. It is one of the 108 Divya Desam dedicated to Vishnu, who is worshipped as Jagannathan and his consort Lakshmi as Shenbagavalli. The original temple is believed to have been built during the Pallava regime. Parasunatha Temple, Muzayyur, a Shiva temple, is named after sage Parasurama, who is believed to have worshipped the presiding deity to propitiate himself of the curses due to the killing of his mother. Pazhaiyarai Vadathali, also called Dharmapureshwara Temple, is a Shiva temple, is revered in the 7th century Seva work Thevaram and classified as Padal Petra Stalam. Hindu god Shiva is believed to have appeared as a column of fire, and Parvati could not bear the heat. She embraced Shiva, give the name Sakti Mutram, meaning Sakti, Parvati, embracing Shiva, to the Sakthivaneshwar temple. Thenupuriswarar Temple, a Shiva temple located in the village of Patteeswaram, is revered in the 7th century Tamil Seva canonical work, the Thevaram, written by Tamil saint poets known as the Nenars and classified as Padal Petra Sthalam. The temple is associated with the legend of Sambandar, to whose view Nandi moved to have a direct view of the presiding deity. Muthupandal festival celebrated in the temple is associated with the legend. Somanathaswamy Temple is a temple built during the regime of Rajaraja Chola and has inscriptions indicating gifts to the temple by Kundavi Nachiyar, the sister of the king. Airavateshwar Temple at Darasuram, built by Rajaraja Chola II in the 12th century CE, is classified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, along with the Brihadiswara Temple at Thanjavur, the Gangaikonda Choliswaram Temple at Gangaikonda Cholapuram that are referred to as the Great Living Chola Temples. Pazhaiyarai Metrali, Panchavan Madhishwaram, Brahmanandiswaram, Darasuram Temple, Brahmapureshwarar Temple at Kizakorkai are other temples in the region. The city was originally an important city during the rule of Pallavas in the 7th and 8th centuries. As per historians, the city was probably one of the capitals of their viceroys, the Muttarayas. During the regime of Vijayalai Chola, 848–71, the first medieval Chola emperor, the Muttarayas were defeated and the region came under Chola territory. The place was a capital city during the regime of Sundara, Parantaka II, 957–70. The city had palaces where members of the royal family resided even after shifting the capital to Thanjavur during the regime of Rajaraja Chola. There was only one palace for Vijayalai Chola, but later individual palaces were built for all the princes. Rajaraja's sister Kundavi resided in the place and continued to issue orders and grants from the palace as seen in the inscriptions. Rajaraja I, who built the big temple of Thanjavur, is said to have spent his last days in the city, the capital of his predecessors. During the regime of Rajendra I, 1012–44, the capital was shifted to Gangaikonda Cholapuram, but the city Pazhaiyarai still retained its importance. The place started losing its importance during the late 12th to 13th centuries when the region was occupied by Pandyas. Systematic excavation was carried out in the place by the Department of Archaeology of the Government of Tamil Nadu in 1983–4 at Nandan Madu, Kiza Pazhayarai and Nathankoil. The excavations unearthed multiple dolmens and artifacts from the Chola regime. Though the region was predominantly occupied by Saivites and Vaishnavites, the verses from Appar during the 7th century indicate existence of Jaina colonies in the region, indicating a multicultural coexistence. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for upcoming spiritual and historical videos, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, subscribe and support channel.